teens yet, but I'm on the cusp of having tweens, and I often just thought, hey, you're lazy.
Yes.
Maybe you need to get up a little earlier. So what is happening why they don't want to get up or they can't sleep?
Well, there's a few things that happen. So as they enter puberty, so as they hit closer to puberty, our melatonin, this is our natural sleep hormone. This is what helps drive our clock. This is what helps us start to get sleepy. It starts to push later. So like you, I also have a child who's entering tweenhood. We want them to start going to bed. You know, we want that early bedtime, but they just biologically can't get there.
Okay.
So they're falling asleep later. We're also seeing more unpredictable routines at that age, poor sleep environments. So they're busier with after school jobs, extracurricular activities, more and more homework. That's pushing out bedtime. And tech is finding its way into all of our bedrooms and especially our teens, and that's definitely pushing into bedtime for sure.
Okay, how do we help them?
So I always say start off and get organized, because if you're organized when you're going to bed, it kind of takes that to-do list off your head, and our teens and tweens still need that as well. So start with a powered down hour. So the first 20 minutes, get them ready for the next day. So have them pack their lunches, pack their school bag. Then the next 20 minutes, just simple hygiene things like changing their pajamas, washing their face, brushing their teeth, getting them ready, and then really quieting that mind for the last 20 minutes. So do calming activities before they go bedtime, maybe some yoga, maybe some meditation, mindful breathing, and these are things that they can learn to use also throughout the day when they need to, especially the mindful breathing.
So do you try and play around with their bedtimes? Because you're saying the melatonin has switched things.
Right.
They're not going to be able to do that 8:30, 9 o'clock situation that they were doing when they were younger. Do you still try and get them to go down at those times, or do you give up on that?
Well, I think it's important to still be on top of that bedtime. And so for instance, with a lot of our clients and with my own kids, what I do is, listen, this is your bedtime. Your bedtime's 9 o'clock. If you want to read quietly in your bed till 10, you can. Or if you want to do something quietly in your room till whenever you're starting to get sleepy, you can. Because we also don't want that cycle of anxiety, because then that starts that cycle with that fighting with you and your child. Go to bed, I can't go to bed, and that can be the cycle itself. So we also want to focus on their environment, so making it conducive, making it nice and dark, so blackout shades, whatever we have to do. But then again, bringing down that anxiety. So what can we do at bedtime to help calm the nerves, lower that stress? Things like adult coloring, right? If we want to start opening up that conversation, how was your day, getting into what's really going on, this provides a really great backdrop that you can do with your child. Shared journals is something that I love. I do with my own kids. This is where they can write down whatever they need to. They might just want you to know what's going on in the world, and they know you're going to read it, which is great. So this is just provides that communication. Things like tech is bad, but there's great bedtime apps. Calm, Headspace are some great ones. So little, pillow speakers and stuff that we have here that they can incorporate into the room. And then a family contract. Work towards those sleep goals together as a family. So sit down, talk about what your expectations are, what the goals are, and then you could put a little fun contract together for them as well.
Oh, that's interesting. So I've talked to a lot of parents about this when the kids were young and as they get older, and I always said, I lay down with my kids, and they're like, you do that every night? I was doing that every night. Because what I found was it was nighttime when all the stuff came out.
That's right.
So we're sitting there laying in the dark, and all of a sudden it's like, well, so-and-so didn't talk to me today. And it comes out very casually. But these are the times when, like, all of the, the things that maybe went wrong that day or that they're consumed with come out. So do you suggest we sort of spend just some time in their space?
Absolutely. I think it's important to open up that communication and have that conversation with them. And this is where things like a shared journal or, something that kind of, because sometimes they won't bring out those conversations, but we need to get into what is the root cause of this anxiety and stress that's happening. It could be something that's going on in school. It could be something that's going on at home. So these just kind of give you, it's like that bridge, right? That bridge for communication to really get to what's really going on. So absolutely use bedtime is a great time because that's when the distractions go down.
Do you have, so it's morning time now. And they're not getting up. Is there a wrong thing? Like, is tearing the blankets off their sweet little bodies, is it wrong?
That's not wrong. No, it's not wrong. Trust me, I have 3 kids. That's not wrong to do. But again, getting into that routine. So maybe it's like a visual chart where they need to see, for the younger kids that are getting into that tweenhood, they need to see the steps of what they need to do. But consistency is key. When you have that consistent morning routine, however hectic it can be, they know their roles, and give them their roles to do. Go get changed, go have breakfast. This is when we need to do these things. So consistency is key for sure to keep that routine.
Anything else, it's like with grown-ups and everything in between and the babies, what you do during the day and the prep time leading to it is the thing that's going to make it a better, more peaceful sleep time for them.
Absolutely.
Okay, really good information, Alanna. Thank you.